Today, Precarious plays
Samurai Legend Musashi. Found a new friend.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, thanks.
Name it Lou.
Palu?
Lou and Palu.
So wait, did they just... Oh geez, did this just get a little dark? Have we found anybody but... No, we found... No. The teacher was in the woods. Have we found anybody but kids in the mines?
Ooh.
Okay, so here's a great example. This room's gonna be so much fun.
Cutscene, we open the thing.
Oh god, are you for real?
Did you just really find a fucking rock?
Do you think they're all filled with a rock? Okay.
Oh my god.
You know what?
This is a giant waste of space and life. Okay, no, don't worry. It's a snowplow. It's a snowplow.
This. Oh.
Oh, thank god.
It's not a snowplow. Okay.
It's a snowplow. It's the one snowplow that you find something in.
Oh boy. Okay, so...
Okay, alright, so you got two non-snowplow.
Still, wouldn't it have been better if I could
you
have
just, like, sliced it open?
Like, I think they should have put them closer together. They should have had it arranged in sort of a...
Like a tower?
No, like a... I guess a tower. That could be interesting,
like
too.
Like a pile of boxes would have been fun.
That would have been fun, and you could... Especially if you had, like... If you were like... But I was going to say, like, a pentagon? Yeah. And then you could do one of these and cut them all open at once.
Yeah.
They were a little closer and they were in that star shape. Mm-hmm. So, the sword abilities.
How to make them matter more.
Yeah, I think that they could have just made the Sword of Tremors something that you did right. Like right now, X and triangle, like pressing triangle in the air does nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't see any reason why they couldn't have made it to just be like a core ability. Where, like, because your sword just poofs anyway when you switch it, right? Mm-hmm. I think it would have been pretty cool if, like, I guess there is a second where it, like, loads there, but that's the sort of thing that they could have found a way, right? Like, they could have made the model more simple or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
you should just be able to be like, triangle, and just do that ability no matter what sword you have equipped. And that feels like that's the best to me. Instead of giving you something that you have to equip to use specifically, just tying it into your core abilities, even if it's with like a different sword, that just makes it even cooler because then your character is just swapping through all of their weapons to use like its one special power. Mm-hmm. Like I'm pretty sure that the way the water sword works whenever we get it, whenever you use it...
I was just thinking about why maybe it was okay for the sort of, I don't want to call them specialty attacks. Like they're not really specialty attacks. They're more like novelty attacks, you know?
Oh, that is actually these?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, because they don't necessarily like do that much better. It's not like you can't get through the game without doing them, but they make it more fun. And I feel like there was more of an attitude of because we can when people were Okay.
Man, see, in town they told me that I could kick them somehow.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
But yeah, I think the thing is that you are given all these abilities not to be more effective at beating the game, but to be more effective at amusing yourself while you're in the game. Like, I think that that's probably what they were really going for. It's got kind of a because we can attitude, you know?
I think that, yeah, that's very accurate.
Yeah, because, I mean, I remember advertising surrounding games when I was younger, around when this was coming out. Everybody was talking about, like, pushing the technology more than the experience, really. Like,
do you have an example? Because that's one thing. I didn't actually watch too much TV, so I haven't actually... You might have more experience with...
Like how things were being advertised?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. I don't have any really great examples, but I remember hearing people fight about in high school about the Wii versus the 360.
It would have been the 360 and the PS3. Yeah. Hard to imagine, but yeah, those were the ones that were competing with one another.
Yeah. Well, what was competing with the Wii?
The 360 and the PS3.
Oh, okay. So you were just naming 3 of them.
Yeah.
I remember that a lot of people were like, yeah, the PS3 is cool. But more people that we hung out with were interested in the 360 or the Wii. And when you're a high school kid, you kind of have to pick one. You know, most of the time, that's just how it works. You have to pick one, and then that is like your biggest Christmas present, you know? So, like, people would get into fights about it, and it wasn't so much about the games or the stories or anything other than, like, I remember seeing people, like, print off stat sheets on, like, the graphical power of the consoles and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
I remember that as well.
That was, like, you know, readily available information that the consoles were trying to push. They were like, look how real this can get. Look how many enemies we can render at once. Like, watch how much game we can put out there. It wasn't so much about, like, the quality as the quantity. I have plenty of examples of games from, like, more recent times that are not as concerned about the technology for any reason other than to serve the story that they're trying to present. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
For example, what is it called? Braid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's not going to break any graphical records, but it's still interesting because of how it tells the story. Same thing with, Brothers? Is that what it's called?
Tale of Two Sons?
Yeah, and I mean, the controls were interesting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not... It
was basically a single-player cooperative game.
Yeah, it's suddenly about ideas that you can push forward with the technology instead of just being about the technology, which I prefer. Not that, you know, we have to go through these points where, like, you got to push on that technology so that you can get to the point where you decide how much of it you want to use, because it's all there for you to use. You know what I mean? So, like, games like this where they were really just thinking, like, well, I wonder how many cuts we can make these enemies into. Like, I bet that was quite a while trying to decide how to do that.
Yeah, I have a hypothesis that they just had to... They probably had bigger plans for this game than what's actually here.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, like, had to finish it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, like, they ran out of time, they ran out of money.
Or maybe there was something more interesting to work on. Something
happened, and they just had to be finished with it.
So tell me, elephant, Ninja Turtle, or rabbit?
I personally don't feel like those have to be mutually exclusive.
Well...
So that makes you the dick.
Okay, but look at... I mean, okay, what's sticking out of its upper...
Squid tentacles.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose it is the water something or other, right?
Well, let's wake it up and find out.
Oh boy, I hope we have another fun boss fight. That was another thing that wasn't very good.
Oh yeah.
You called it. None of the above for my suppositions. And that thing looks cool as shit. That's another thing. This game looks really cool.
Cool as shit.
Cool as shit. Yep. Surfer music and all.
Okay, you know what? I'm remembering.
Yeah?
I know that we have it, like, we have the Wii edition of it. But wasn't the Okami originally on the PS fucking 2?
Okami?
Yes, I'm pretty sure Okami was originally a PS2 game.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
How?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Maybe fuck this game.
How could it have been a PS2 game? That can't be real. I can't imagine playing it on not a Wii.
Yeah, but you use the sticks to paint with.
No. Yeah. Absolutely not.
No, it was good. It was good. It was fine.
I suppose if you're like already not very dexterous,
excuse me?
it could be just as easy. What is that? That's what your double jump's for, brother.
No, it is not.
Did it not make it?
No, I did not.
I saw you bounce off of it. Wasn't that just a tickle feeling instead of a bad hurt?
No,
a bad touch?
That was a bad water laser touch.
Oh.
Hold on, Mr. Squid. Let me just, there we go. So, okay. Oh, so I can just swing for the body. Okay.
So I think that if we're talking about this game on its own terms, it was doing very well because it didn't really care about a lot of the things that we care about now. That just laid a whatever that is. Ew. Ew, is that? Oh no, it's still attached. It's its squid penis.
No, it's its brain. It's its brain heart mind.
Why would it? Ew.
Okay, so I have to say, this boss so far, this boss has been more fun than the others because since it's supposed to be like a beast.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like those obnoxious like armored like invincibility periods, it seems like. I hope the game doesn't prove me wrong, but at least being able to just like wail on something, is more fun than getting that ting pong, boop boop sound effect a million times.
I just remembered something though.
What?
Sometimes when I can't remember if it's squids or octopuses, there's a creature that when they get nervous enough, they will vomit their entire intestinal tract. Like, still attached, but like they'll just regurgitate it.
Ew.
Like they'll turn it inside out because it's scary.
Oh, it's
like as a defense mechanism.
Okay, it's scary for. Well, I think it's probably scary for everyone involved.
Yeah, it's probably
because
really
that's like,
really
oh god, gotta use Plan D.
And then whatever was trying to eat it before, is just like, what? No, I don't want it. So maybe that's what this is doing. I can't remember for the life of me what the animal was, though. Man, animals are so weird.
But see, like
we're so weird.
His slam attack. Give me a second. You keep talking, and I'm gonna try and really, really focus and see if I can examine his attack patterns and move away effectively.
So octopuses are the coolest animal ever because they run on hydraulics. I can't remember if they even have bones, but like the whole tentacle thing, like you can dry up an octopus into something that's very, very small. And they have the whole ink thing going for them, and they're very smart and territorial sometimes, and cool and full of suckers, and fun to watch, and change colors just like that. Oh, one time I actually saw a video of a cuttlefish, like, which they change color, like many marine creatures, and they had this cuttlefish and they were playing Insane in the Membrane in its tank, and its spots were changing color in rhythm as a natural reaction. It's like the coolest fucking shit ever. It's so freaking cool. And it's like watching one of those, see, the double jump does work. So, it was like watching one of those audio visualizers.
I want to point out for a second, the double jump just worked for me. Not to be rude, but I don't know if the double jump would have worked for you.
Okay, that's fair, but guess who's playing?
Well, me, but it's not always me that's playing.
Yeah. Someone else.
Sometimes it's a little Timmy or something, you know? And sometimes little Timmy hasn't played video games for over 2 decades, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I also had to completely stop talking. I had to give my undivided focus to the game. And even then, it's funny. I think that it was easier to jump over in that instance because I'm pretty sure it sped up. Like, I think it was actually easier to jump over. I think it's easier to jump over whenever
it's in this stage.
Yeah, because it moves under you faster.
That's kind of a nice way to make it more intense, but also reward you for getting it down to that amount of health.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, instead. It didn't really do the slam attack that I was hoping it would do again, so I could try to move away from it.
That is so weird, gross. And all of its eyeballs were rolling around. Poor guy. Hey, look!
Oh, it's pretty. That's a pretty sword.
It is pretty. Shwing. And it's slightly translucent. Or no, reflective? Both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's got like the interior sword bit, and then it has
like
a water-esque.
hardened water.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to check the power on this one really quickly, because I can't remember if it was in Brave Fencer or Samurai Legend. I think this one might just give you like a water bullet, and maybe it was Brave Fencer Musashi where you could like have a water bubble that would let you run on top of water. Anyway, of the two, a giant tentacly baby.
A giant, disgusting tentacle baby.
It's a baby that I can fit in a tomato can. Without doing like any weird modifications.
Any dead baby jokes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's 2 of the 5. The elemental ones anyway. The great ore doesn't count because it's... Whoa. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta do the right. Wheat sword. Da-da-da-da.
Oh boy, we're having a nice long pause. Oh,
okay.
A realization. Okay.
Nah, she's just super tsundere.
Oh, whatever.
No, I'm pretty sure that she fits exactly the archetype, because initially she was
like, I hate you.
She was very standoffish. Yeah, and then she was like, okay, I guess you're not so bad.
Yeah. It's like, you have earned my semi-respect. Begrudging respect, I guess. That boss was like totally fine. Why was the other one so freaking difficult?
Well, I think...
what was his name?
Gorpus.
Gorpus? See, I was gonna say Gorpus, but it sounded like a joke to me still, so... She thought you were a big freaking Gorpus. But now you're not so Gorpus.
See, so this is that the power is Hydroblast. So I might be thinking of something... I hope I'm thinking of something in Samurai Legend Musashi. And oh, damn it, messed it up. Brave Fencer. I think I might be thinking of something in Brave Fencer Musashi where I'm pretty sure that you could make like a water bubble. And I think you could run on water with it. This would not be the first time I've misremembered something in that game, though.
So I guess you just get swords from every
maiden, yeah.
Cool. I guess we'll get the next one next time.
No, we're gonna go to the Chamber of Rites and unlock the power of this blade, and then I'm calling it quits. Forever.
No.
Tonight.
Okay.
Forever tonight.
For all the live long night.
Yeah, gotta do the
oh, look, she's got a fancy jacket.
Gotta do droplet.
See, she said so too.
Droplet, stream, river, ocean, probably.
Yeah.
Because remember, that's what they were like sand, pebble, something, rock boulder. Place your bet now. Go on. 4 things in ascending order.
Pebble, bubble, wave, and wonder. I don't know. What is it?
We'll find out in a minute. So, having a passive ability... Oh.
Trickle, stream, river, flood. Damn it.
I think we were both like way off.
None of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I said river. Maybe. Bill, did I say river? Droplet, stream, river, ocean, probably. Okay. Launch water missiles that can extinguish flame and make hot objects cool instantly.
Oh.
So in a way, it's very Ice Arrow-esque.
Yeah, it is.
But without the utility of being able to create platforms in the water in some of the games.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's probably, when your game can be built around it, just, if the water sword's power was just like completely passive...
Sorry.
And just like whenever Musashi would sink in water, if instead he just starts running on it instead, that's awesome. That's perfect, because you don't have to go into a menu, you don't have to do anything, it just works and you can go to new places and it's fun.
What? Do you have any idea how much those things cost?
No. Do I look like an accountant to you?
Don't blame me. It's that Nick Musashi's fault.
Ooh, good alliteration.
He even took the water wench.
Uh-huh. We haven't fought any of these people yet, have we?
No, I don't think so.
I think this was also sort of a weird decision because they introduce all of these interesting looking human antagonists, and I've got, I think, 2 out of 5 of the elemental swords and haven't had a battle with any of them.
Even deeper. We may have lost the battle, but we won the door.
Yeah, amen.
Surrounded by idiots.
I think Malbec's
Moving right along.
name is cute.
That was the dark. She's the dark sword keeper lady.
We will be operative soon.
Terror.
Clochette.
Energy conversion at Nebulium Tower is dropping.
What do you think is going on here?
What do you mean? Well, they're a business,
Yeah.
so they are just having a business meeting.
Oh.
Like that's it. One of them, they even like that wasn't a joke. One of them asked for, I think, I'm not sure. I think she asked for an expense report or a budget report. That wasn't like that wasn't a joke. Like, do you guys need replenishment? Are you guys like good on that? Like soap in all the bathrooms, paper towels everywhere?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, look, we've got a whole department for that. Just make sure you send in the requisition order, and we'll get you fixed right up. So, any closing thoughts for today? Closing the water sword chapter 2. Chapter
I think we can just turn off the tap.
Oh, that was a nice one.